Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Well, we're in Tuesday, 6/19/07. I got a couple of things lined up. S&P, Nasdaq, and gold. And we got a little bit of sugar and cocoa to talk about. Nasdaq and S&P, maybe they're starting to falter up here. They're running out of a little steam. We'll take a look at a couple of charts, and then I'll get back to you and show you the numbers. I got some corresponding charts for each one of these. So let's take a quick look at them, and then we'll get back to the numbers here. First off, we have the Nasdaq chart. For you, my usual omniacs, you guys who follow me, you know that I like to see follow through after a new contract high gets made. We made a new contract high on Friday. Monday, we also put in another small contract high. So that's a slight follow through, but we didn't settle higher. This happens to be right now at the moment as we speak about midnight Monday evening into Tuesday morning. If we do not get follow through and settle higher, which already has taken place, we had a little follow through but did not settle higher. If we don't settle higher tomorrow, the likelihood is we'll have a couple of days down, maybe 3 days down and then another hook back up. We don't know until that materializes. But I'm starting to see a bit of a falter here. So let's take a look at that. So here's the Nasdaq. Now we have the S&P chart. The S&P chart failed to make a new contract high on Friday and failed to get any higher than that today on Monday. That is no follow through. This is where we are now. The market looks like it's starting to come off a little, just as the Nasdaq, but without follow through at all here, more convincing towards the downside. So that's my S&P chart. Just a little bit of a reasoning why we're probably looking at the downside and two red omnis, Nasdaq and S&P, for tomorrow, Tuesday. I had mentioned the gold to you guys. We're in a gold trade now. Our stops are down low. For you guys in the evening session, I suggest that you keep your stops below 648 just until the morning. And once the markets open again, we can raise them higher. You got to be a little careful in the evening, so keep your stops down low if you're in the gold position from yesterday being Monday. Here's the gold chart. We're trading based on this 200-day moving average. Let me darken that for you if I can. That moving average right now is coming in at 656.5. We are long. If we stay above that average, I expect to at least take out this trend line. That's coming in at 670, but tomorrow's target will be likely 666. So take a look at the gold. If you're in the gold, keep your stops where I say, and let's hope that we stay above that 200 because that's mainly the basis of this trade, of course, with the technical analysis that also points to an upside move in gold. And then we've had a repricing in bonds, which is a repricing in interest rates. And let me tell you, if it happens now or next week or next month, when you reprice the bonds, you're going to reprice the price of your metals, silver and gold especially. So be prepared for some upside no matter when it comes. We need to reprice these markets. Okay, sugar. July sugar. All the hoopla today. I heard it on all the TV stations. I'm reading it in papers already. It comes across the newsreels. Sugar had a nice run up. Sugar, however, is likely to have some resistance right here at 916. You get above 916, it clears the way for 957. Sugar looks like a darling right here. But I must say, and it does look a bit bullish with the technical indicators, but where's the call for cocoa? I'm calling for cocoa to possibly move higher. I don't hear anyone speaking about it, but look at this move right here in the cocoa. A nice run up. No one's really talking about it yet, so it probably has a better shot than sugar to run higher because everyone's screaming about the sugar already. Cocoa has a 1967 resistance level. You get above that, you clear the way for 2014, previous contract highs. So take a look at the cocoa as well. Technical indicators there are looking very good. And you've had a nice run, a couple of 3-day run here. So keep your eye on it. If we get above the resistance of the 1967 area, you should get a nice run above. Let's see what happens there. If we can get above 1967, 2014 looks inevitable. Let's see what happens. I'll keep you guys informed. Again, the sugar looks good. The cocoa looks good. I haven't looked at the coffee yet, but keep your eye on the softs. Looking good these days. So that's my chart segment. Keep your eye on that. And we'll get to the numbers now, and we'll talk about where the markets will likely end up tomorrow. So you see the charts. Now you have a little bit of my reasoning. You see a little bit of the technical analysis behind some of these moves. Remember, the sugar and cocoa look good, but being that the world isn't talking about the cocoa yet, it's probably still got some buy room in there. So take a look at that. Now for tomorrow, 619.07 in the S&P, the ESU7, SPU7 on a bit of a rally. I would like to get short on these resistance, 1549. So if we can get up to 1549, I'd like to get short somewhere using MIT, market if touched order. OMNI turns neutral if we continue higher and get above 1555 and a half. OMNI's profit objective is 1531 on the downside. Be a nice trade if we can get it. Or be out MOC, market on close, and that is 4:15 EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. In the Nasdaq, the ENU7, NQU7, mini and large. OMNI's resistance, again, a bit of a rally. I'll sell into it, 1973 to 1975. If your systems allow, place that as an MIT market if touched order. OMNI turns neutral if we get above 1982 and a half. OMNI's profit objective is 1944 and a half on the downside. Another big winner if it happens to crack. Or be out MOC, market on close, which again is 4:15 Eastern Daylight. Support on the way down will likely be noticed as we approach the 1951 level, if in fact we are correct and the markets do break. We are near or at contract highs, so I'm certainly not overly bearish. But without follow through right away tomorrow, the likelihood is the downside. My stops have gotten a bit tighter, if you guys have noticed. 49 enter, 55 and a half stop. My stops generally call, my OMNI generally calls for 9-10 points on busy days or days where we expect volatility. Obviously, vol's pulling in slightly, and stops are pulling in. And for my OMNIacs, my regulars, you guys know, when my stops pull in, we're getting ready for some sort of a turn or a big break in the same direction. Usually, though, we get a turn when stops come in, so keep an eye on that. Keep that in your mind when you're trading tomorrow. Okay, in the gold, we are still long the gold from today at 658 and a half. If you guys got in, the low was 658.10, so nice trade so far. OMNI support tomorrow, 658.70. We got a green OMNI. Go green. I like the green ones better. OMNI support, 658.70. If you want to get in again, that's where we'd be buying again tomorrow. OMNI turns neutral if we get below 652.70. Stops are being pulled up a little bit. Have your stops in below there. Hopefully they won't run for them. Maybe we'll lower them into the onset tomorrow. We'll talk about that, but for now, put them in there. OMNI's profit objective, 666 for a day trade, or be out no later than Wednesday's close, which would be not tomorrow, but the next day. Electronic gold closes at 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. The 200-day moving average, as I've told you, is 656 and a half in the gold on a daily. So keep your eyes on that. If we stay above that, we should move towards the upside. Hey, you guys, with the Grange Challenge, tomorrow I'm releasing, tomorrow evening in the video and in my forums, I'll give my opinion. So finish writing in, finish weighing in on what you think, which grain will lead the way, and we'll see collectively what we think tomorrow. So we'll take care of that. Format change, I've discussed it in a few videos before this, end at my site. Guys, get ready for it. It's coming soon. Likelihood is what I'll start doing is giving you an OMNI direction and a profit objective and let you guys sort of figure out where you should be getting in and where your stop should go. We'll work on that. Maybe I'll end up throwing a support resistance level in there with it, but on the onset, likelihood is I'll give resistance and coaching or support and coaching from there, or at least I'll give OMNI direction and profit objective, and then keep you guys updated throughout the day on that. Let's see how that works. Let's see if that opens your minds to doing your own homework and seeing if your trades in my direction match for the day. We'll expand on that, guys. You know I'm not doing anything that's going to leave you out high and dry. I just think this is going to help many people. And then we'll see what happens. If there are some out there that still want the numbers, we'll talk about that. But let's see how this change takes place. Okay. If you like my videos, kindly go to my YouTube spot, www.youtube.com/futures analysts. When you get to that spot, hit the subscribe button. That'll allow you to get your videos or enable you to get my videos the moment I put them out. YouTube will email you the video or is it a video, guys? I say this every night, but I don't know for sure because I put the video out.
Well, they mail the link to the video out.
They mail the link to the video to you the moment we give it to YouTube, and YouTube puts it out for viewing. Guys, flash updates, as important as ever. If I tell you to get in at 15:49 tomorrow, and then I decide to change my stop or take profit, I shoot out a flash update. I update my website, which is www.livewithoscar.com. I update the site with the flash updates, and that sends out a blast email, which goes to all my Omniacs. In order to be an Omniac, go to the site and fill out a free registration form that will put you on the flash updates database. We've been retooling the site. You guys might have been noticing a couple of new things. It's going to get more exciting. We're going to add more things. Guys, you know me. I try to do things as top notch as I can get. I try to make sure that I do things that would help a professional trader, that would help me. And if it helps me trade, likely it will help you. So any of the changes I make are certainly geared at helping the crowd do better, to help the OMNI Trading Academy do better. So that's what this is all about. You guys stay with me. You see these techniques work really well. I don't mind sharing it. I'm really enjoying this. Keep those emails coming. If you'd like to email me at oscar@futuresanalysts.com. And as always, please call me anytime you'd like. And you can always get me 24/7. Ask anybody who calls. And that is 718-351-2266. Ladies and gentlemen, above anything else, when you place stop orders, place them first. Always put your stops in first. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you know what I'm going to say next, right? Get up off your couch, stand in front of the tube, and say it with me. And you know what that is? Stops are in, emotions are out.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.